Yo, what is going on everybody? Shri Kanase here. So how to dropship profitably in 2021. Now when it comes to dropshipping, a lot of changes have come about in the year of 2020, and it doesn't matter whether you're an expert at dropshipping, you're making $100,000 a month, or you're just a beginner trying to just take your first steps in dropshipping. Things have been all over the place. A lot of dropshippers don't really know what to do, what kind of strategies that they should be using, and what to even expect in 2021. Because let's be real, 2020 was a very different year. A lot of stuff that nobody could have even imagined happened, and because of this, obviously a lot of dropshippers were impacted. But this video is for literally those people who are experts, but also those people who are just trying to get into the game, because I'm going to be laying out a very simple strategy for dropshipping in 2021, which you can, if you're already running a Shopify store, kind of divert your current strategy if you're not really getting the sales that you want to match this, or if you're just trying to get into dropshipping, use this from the beginning to have a much better chance at success. But without wasting any more time, let's just jump right into it. There's one very important thing you're gonna have to do to make dropshipping in 2021 really easy for you, and that is to destroy that like button down below so you see more videos like these from my channel. It'll take just 2 quick seconds. Okay, hopefully I've done that. But let's start by talking about how to dropship profitably in 2021. First things first, take out the basic steps. Start by signing up for a Shopify store. I have a special affiliate link which helps out this channel at no extra cost to you. It's in the comment section below or the description. But you can start by signing up for a Shopify account, or here's the real change that you should be focusing on in 2021, and that is using Shopify Alternatives. Whenever somebody nowadays really thinks about dropshipping, they automatically connect Shopify to that word and it becomes Shopify dropshipping. However, these people fail to realize that Shopify is just a platform that you can use for dropshipping. It is not dropshipping as a whole. It has really nothing to do with dropshipping altogether. All it is a platform you can use to build your website on. That means you should not just be relying on Shopify to make your website, and there are several reasons why. Reason number one is that Shopify is not the most cheapest option available out there for what it offers. If you're on a very tight budget, or you just don't want to really use Shopify, there's a lot of different alternatives out there, such as ClickFunnels, Commerce HQ, etc. I even made a video on a few alternatives. I'll leave the link in the description below, but definitely look into Shopify Alternatives, because in 2020, we all know how important it was to have extra money in the bank account so you could maybe invest in your business or do other sorts of stuff. And if Shopify or the platform that you're simply using is taking up too much of it, it may be a better idea to just switch on over to something that's more affordable and much more cheap. And I really recommend that you look into Shopify Alternatives in 2021 and onwards, just to save extra money so you can use that money to grow your business. But again, Shopify, if you want to use that, the link is in the description below. But that brings me to point number 2, and that is, what should you be doing when it comes to the kind of niche or the kind of store as a whole to create? So here's my recommendation for 2021 and onwards. If you're planning on using anything besides Google ads, that means Facebook ads, Pinterest, Etsy, Snapchat, TikTok, etc., you are better off with a niche store or a one product store. Now there are several reasons why, but one of the most important things is the pixel itself. With these websites, traffic is directly getting diverted from that platform onto your store. And this kind of traffic really isn't the traffic that is looking to buy anything. They simply happen to be on that platform where your ad gets shown to them. And because you did the right targeting, or your video really compelled them to watch until the end, they clicked on the ad to go on your product page to then buy something. Now, if you think about it like that, what is going to happen is this pixel is going to be all over the place if you try to make a new store that is anything besides a niche store or a one product store. And this is really important, especially with the pixel data and everything, simply because in 2021 there's going to be a large number of extra competition on Facebook. It's just going to increase day by day because more people are now wanting to quit their 9-to-5 jobs, or just trying to get into the entrepreneur side because they saw how profitable e-commerce was during the 2020 crisis. But because of that, more people are bound to come into the game, regardless of whether it's Facebook ads or anything else. And in that case, you may be better off just creating a niche store or one product store, because your pixel will be very targeted. You'll be able to target only a wide variety of interests due to that. And what's going to happen is those interests are going to be closely knit to each other. So your pixel is just going to become very powerful for lookalike audiences and whatnot. So it's really important to be using niche stores or one product stores for Facebook ads, or just anything besides Google, because pixel plays a very important role there. But what do you do with Google? with Google, here's what I recommend. You start off with a one product store just until your Merchant Center account gets approved. Nowadays, what I've been hearing is that if you start a one product store and then sign up for a Merchant Center account, you're much more likely to get approved because a lot of new Shopify dropshipping stores are not getting approved for a wide variety of reasons. So a one product store should be able to do the trick until you get approved. Once you're approved, that's when you go ahead and start adding more and more products. You transition that one product store into a general store, and that's going to really be beneficial for you in the long run. Because with the Google ads, sure, it is definitely possible to make a lot of money with the niche stores or a one product store, but doing niche research or one product store research is much more different on Google ads compared to Facebook or the other platforms. So it's going to take a lot more work. It's going to take a lot more strategies to make that work. And if you're a complete beginner, that is not what I recommend. I always recommend a general store for Google ads. And here, even though there is a pixel and it does gather data, Google is a much powerful platform and it is a search-based platform. So that means whatever you're selling can directly be shown to the customer without you having to worry about interrupting them with a nice video ad or an image ad, etc. So definitely for Google, general stores will do the trick. But once you have all of that sorted, once you know exactly what kind of advertising platform to use, what should you be doing? Next comes designing the website. A lot of people mess up here, and this is where their ad account gets suspended or their Merchant Center account gets suspended. It's really easy to just overcomplicate things here and try to do all these fancy things, which in the end don't end up working. So here's what I recommend. Just simply get a paid theme for your Shopify store. And yes, I'm recommending a paid theme. That is because a lot of these advertising platforms are getting the hang of knowing exactly what's a dropshipping store, what kind of store to suspend based on the website layout. So if you from the beginning have a paid theme, it is going to make things much easier, and also you'll be able to get approved for those Merchant Center accounts or those ad accounts much quicker. So it's definitely worth the investment in the beginning. And a lot of these paid themes are not too expensive, especially with Shopify. You can get a good one for $30, $40, $50 depending on which one you want. But definitely paid theme is the way to go in 2021 and onwards. In addition, and here's one of the most important things you should do for 2021, that is, do not copy anything. That means don't copy the FAQ section, don't copy anything from the Contact Us page from another website, don't copy the About Us. Basically copy nothing for the pages or the products, because this has become a very big reason for a lot of ad account suspensions regardless of what platform you're using. So if you want to kind of continue using these platforms, simply don't copy anybody, just make your own from the beginning so you don't have to deal with these suspensions. In addition, I recommend that you start creating a funnel page, and that's where the Shopify Alternative comes into play. Instead of creating a whole Shopify website, especially if you're doing one product store only, why not just go ahead and create a funnel page for that product and just have a one page landing page where they just land on it and the only thing they can do is buy that product or leave. That is a really good step that you can be taking in 2021 to not only stand out of the crowd, but also get through those ad account suspensions. If you're using Facebook or any other platform besides Google, also get enough strong pixel data so you can create lookalikes and basically scale from that point onwards. But definitely funnel pages can do the trick in 2021, but that is of course with the right products, and that is exactly what we're going to be talking about next. So when it comes to the products, exactly what should you be doing? So there are several different steps that you should be taking with the products. Step number one that you should look into is product sourcing. Where are you getting your products from? Are you going to still stick to China shipping, or are you going to kind of take this game forward and maybe go to shipping from the US, or maybe using drop shipping agents or eBay? That is exactly what I recommend. If you plan to use AliExpress, go ahead and choose the option for ships from USA from now on to make sure whatever product you add to your store is in stock for the AliExpress supplier in the US, because without that, you're really going to have trouble building any kind of sustainable business in 2021 and onwards. But in addition, just start using eBay to source some of your products. Maybe you can use Amazon if you wish, or you can use Etsy or any other website where you can source the products for cheaper and sell it for more. This is exactly what I'm doing right now in 2020, and this is what I plan to do in 2021 and onwards at a greater scale, because I've noticed shipping from eBay keeps the customer happy, they get the product fast, and they keep on coming back to my website to purchase, which is exactly what I want. But in addition, I also use dropshipping agents on the side. One source I use is CJ Dropshipping. I've been using them for a while and they are definitely good at what they do, so that is another thing that I recommend. But in addition, when it comes specifically to the products, what kind of products should you be looking for in the first place to sell in 2021? Here's what I recommend. If you use any platform, and it doesn't matter what platform, try to find new products based around old winning products. So for instance, if you're selling a massager, a head massager, and you see that there is a head massager which was selling really well during last year in December, What you want to do is you want to go on AliExpress or whatever website you source your products from. Try to find a very similar design, meaning maybe the same thing but with a different color, or something similar with the same features but a different design. So it could be a head massager, but maybe it also washes your head with oil and then cleanses all the toxins from your head or something like that. Some extra features to go along with it. Or you can simply try to sell something with the same design and same color and just make a better video ad or image ad for that. These are the 3 things I recommend when it comes to the products in 2021 and onwards. Selling old products is no longer going to do it. A lot of these products have already been oversold. A lot of dropshippers already know about them, so there's no real use trying to get them to work. In addition, the profit margins. One of the biggest things you can do is try to find a product with $25 or more profit margins. Without these profit margins, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to scale at any level in 2021 and onwards. And this is basically because if we go back to what I mentioned earlier about competition, new people are coming in every single day. The best way to deal with that is have higher profit margins so you can spend more than somebody else trying to dropship. In addition, I'm trying to personally find small and easy to ship products in 2021 and onwards, and that's exactly what I recommend you do as well. Stay away from the large bulky items or the weak ones which could break while in transit, because that's just going to give you a lot of headaches, a lot of returns and refunds. So you want to stay away from that and maybe stick to small and easy to ship products. But this brings me to the final point on the list, and that is fulfillment and scaling. Because if you do all of the things mentioned above, you should be able to build a dropshipping business where you're getting consistent sales every single day based on the advertising platform that you're using. So what do you do after that? That's only the beginning. The real work comes after, and that is with fulfillment and scaling. When it comes to fulfillment and scaling, here's what you want to do. First, whenever you have enough money, find VAs which can handle customer service and order fulfillment. I really don't outsource anything else besides these 2 things because I want to keep control over my store. I want to do the other stuff because, again, these VAs, they're only doing it as a job. It's not their business, it's your business. So these 2 things are the only ones I can really trust them on doing. In addition, when it comes to really scaling at a greater level, try to send CSV files to your suppliers rather than going on AliExpress or eBay or wherever you order the product from and ordering one by one, because that is a huge waste of time. It's just not worth it to even pay somebody like a VA to do that for you. I would rather just you ask the supplier if they accept CSV files, and if they do, start sending those to them so that they can fulfill your orders for you and then send you the CSV file back with the tracking numbers. That is the best way to go in 2021 and onwards. But this is my 5-step guide on exactly how to dropship in 2021, and that too profitably. If you found any type of value in this video, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.